What's up, Starcraft fans? You are watching a co-op mutation. I am CTG and we're doing negative reinforcement on part and parcel. I am playing this time Zagara. My masterpiece are Zagara life and energy regeneration, bailing attack damage, and intensified frenzy. So we're gonna go to the replay. My ally, Hunter, played as Vorzun, and while we wait for the loading screen, a huge thank you to Zachary, who is supporting me on the immobilization wave tier. Thank you to Neometal, who is supporting me on the pulse cannon tier. Thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. You are little gods tasteless. So this is the mutation for next week, I hope. I think. So there are only two mutators here. Avenger and Fatal Attraction. So Fatal Attraction will pull all of your forces, all of your nearby forces to the location where you killed the enemy. And Avenger will make the enemies stronger the more you kill their friends.
Mobius Corps once had ties to our own Emperor Valerian.
So as always, the first
first
part of any Starcraft game is to make workers. Because workers help you gather more resources. The more resources you have, the faster you can build your army.
It's in your best interest to help
So I start an extractor, so I can get some gas. So these boxes are the primary objective of part and parcel. You need to destroy these and collect the parts, so that we can activate this this Balius here, where General Davis is waiting for us. You can see she's just waiting. Anyway, I started a spawning pool at 10 supply, so I can make my units. This will allow me to start my Zerglings. So I'm actually experiencing a bit of lag this game. I'm experiencing a weird thing with my Starcraft plant, where if I do this, if I do the frame rate thing, it'll give me lag spikes every 5 seconds. As you can see, yeah, see that? A huge lag spike. So I need to actually switch it off to actually get decent frame rates, which is a bit weird.
every minute count.
Anyway, I'm just making drones for now. Still making drones. My bailing nest is done. And the reason I like to rush my bailing nest every game is because this thing generates free bailings, free units continuously. You can see it here every few seconds. Well, I think every 30 seconds it spawns new bailings for me. There we go. Bailings are out. These things explode and deal splash damage to the enemy. So I need to use, or I can use these to basically deal free damage, and that's what I need. I also need to make my own banelings out of the Zerglings. There we go. Zerglings are out. I use them to destroy the boxes because, well, they don't explode themselves, so I can use them for the next ones. There we go. My hatchery has finished morphing into the Lair. That will allow me to get more upgrades, that will unlock more upgrades for me, such as this thing, which will allow Zagara herself to shoot multiple targets at once. So Zagara is out. I'm gonna use her to defend the first wave. I'm also getting more upgrades, which were unlocked from the Lair. Looks like the enemy is Reaper Liberator. I'm actually getting, yeah, like I said, all game was getting huge lag spikes, so this was one of those moments where I wasn't even able to target it properly. So I start my hive. This will allow me to unlock the final tier of researches, so I can get the most powerful versions of my units.
Your mutation
Mission complete. To chew on.
My ally uses the Shadow Guard. It's a top bar ability that summons Elite Dark Templar with a timer. Why do they have a timer? I don't know why. Okay. My allies allowed me or told me to take the expansion, so I will do that. Let's use our units to help clear out the enemy base. There we go. My ally is starting mind control,
We've passed the halfway
hoping
point.
that
The banelings
mind
is
control
coming
units
together.
will not be drawn by fatal attraction. Our hope here is to find some sort of compensation for Vorzu, because even I don't know how Vorzu is supposed to do this mutation aside from trying to mass cannons or something. But yeah, we're hoping that Dark Archons will be able to mind control the enemy units that will, we hope, become invulnerable to fatal attraction. You can see, every time we kill units, we get pulled to their location. That is effective mind control, or that is effective fatal attraction. So I have more Reapers here. So I can't even use Zagara to use a Baling Barrage, because A, it's on cooldown, and B, she keeps getting pulled by mind control, or by fatal attraction rather.
Our allied base is under attack. Counter the enemy.
So now I make more drones. As soon as I get this expansion up, I send more drones to these minerals and these gas, so I can get more resources to power my army. The more resources I gather, the stronger my army gets.
Anything like Mobius core. We're ruining their
So
facilities. They're still trying to smuggle their research
I send my
out.
army over here
You'll
to
find
clear
them
out
on a
the to
train
clear out the
running
boxes
across
on that
the
side.
research area. Leave none alive.
Send Zagara. I also made an extra hatchery here. I like to make extra hatcheries since these produce extra larvae for me. These tiny worm things here are the larvae. They spawn from the hatchery,
I'm making the
and I use those to morph into
for
units.
Valius's
The
deployment.
more larvae I have, the more units I can produce. So here's this is the bonus objective, the Mobius trait. If we destroy this, we'll get extra EXP, but it's not really a priority for me. I mean, I will send you to it, but it's not my priority. Allies sending some workers over here to saturate his expansion, as he should. I just want to make enough drones
The
to
train
fill up
is
this
wrecked,
counter here,
and Mobius will
like so.
never get what was on it.
because that is the maximum or the optimal number for co-op. We want enough workers to completely fill the mineral patches,
Hybrid cell identified.
so that we'll get the maximum
Valius
income
is headed
possible.
to it.
The enemy has sent an attack against us.
What if I add more workers? Well, they'll be they won't really gain more resources, because as you can see here, each mineral patch can only support 2 to 3 workers. So if we put 3 workers per patch, there are
Evolution complete.
6 patches here. So we can only put a maximum of 18. Or we can put more, but any
The
more
pressure's
workers
on.
after the
We
18th
have just a
will
few
net so few
moments left to
resources that it's
kill
basically
this
not worth it.
hybrid bastard.
Anyway, I dropped some roaches here, just to help block the attack.
I've cracked the containment
Whereas
cell.
my real
Hybrid
army is
target
over here. I use this army to try to take out the Mobius hybrid. Just keep sending my army forward,
They're under attack.
trying to get to the hybrid. But as you can see, they're on top of this doodad thing, which means my millions can't get to them. That's a bit unfortunate.
Allied forces
Try
are
to
under
dodge.
attack.
My hydras are still dealing damage, so that's a thing. Ally on the other hand is trying to actually deal damage to these
Allied forces are under under attack.
these enemy camps here. Maybe he should mind control the siege tank, huh?
Our victory came at a price.
I was able to
Commanders.
defeat the
Valleys
Mobius
is going
hybrid
to
on the
need
other
more
hand.
work.
Trying to send my units just to reinforce my ally. Because Fatal Attraction, as you can see, is being very annoying. My ally is trying to
Back there.
get his
Gather some
Dark
more
Templar
parts
back.
for it. Mobius's victory is imminent. Move, move, move!
I made more hatcheries here in the middle. The reason I make them in the middle is because well, the units spawn from the hatcheries, as you can see. And the further my hatcheries are on the map,
Looks like
the faster
through.
they can reinforce the ends of the map.
Allied forces are under attack.
If you watch the mini
Allied
map,
forces are under attack.
my hatcheries are here in the middle of the map, and it's easier for them to access the rest of the map if they're in the middle.
Keep it up.
That's the reason why
Our enemies are cloaked. We must plan accordingly.
I use a baneling barrage here, and then send the rest of my army forward, like so.
Infested drug is now available.
Split up that Hydralisk so that we will minimize the splash damage dealt to our units.
Allied forces are
The
under
enemy's
attack.
attack will be upon us soon.
Clear those two
Great.
boxes.
The Zerg have
There we go.
mutated.
There's another attack wave on the minimap. You can see the red dot on the minimap that's moving. That's the attack wave. So we need to intercept that so that they won't deal damage to our economy. If they damage our economy, we'll have to reinforce or we'll have to remake those workers, and we'll lose income.
Mass frenzy is ready.
And that's not good because we want to maximize our production by maximizing our income.
Your brood has found something to chew
Like I said, the more income we have, the more army we'll get.
Send in a second
So we don't want things that destroy our economy.
Construction material needs have been met.
Send my army to
Your
clear out the
cooperation
enemies over here.
is appreciated.
As you can see,
Combat systems are up and running.
Fatal Attraction is being
Safety
very
testing
annoying.
pending, so be patient. Do not let the train through.
But we are clearing out the map. So anyway, these Zergs just stopped because they got pulled. Yeah, the most annoying thing about Fatal Attraction is that they cancel the previous commands. So if, for example, if my workers get pulled here, they'll just stop mining. Because their previous commands got overridden by Fatal Attraction. So they can't go back to mining. It's the most annoying thing about it. So I keep trying to take out.
Is ready.
Yeah, it's really intense lag spikes here. But yeah, we're trying to take out this bonus objective. My allies might control these liberators, so they're helping out immensely with these trains, like so.
Your chance to attack this train is slipping away. If only all the treasonous.
So I
scum
send
could
my army
meet
to
their
here to this
fate like
location.
that.
I send my army to this location because this is where the Mobius hybrid is. You can see the ballast is completed because we've gathered enough parts. It's making its way to this hybrid containment cell.
Enemy attack approaches our base. It must be dealt with.
Shooting down this containment cell.
Containment cell down.
There it is.
Focus on the hybrid.
And now we get to take down the hybrid. We move it out of the way. Here come more units. I just keep making use in the background. You can see I'm fighting here, but I'm using my control groups to produce more units. Like so. So even though I'm fighting, I'm still producing units, and that's how you macro in this game. That's how you macro as Zagara. You fight in the front, but still make it to the back.
Our allied base is under attack.
Of course, one big advantage of my particular playstyle, with this many hatcheries, I don't really need to use queens to do eject.
But it almost took the Balius with it.
A lot of players who primarily play the 1v1 version of the game like to make queens. They like to inject their hatcheries, and it's good. It's more efficient that way, but the queens cost 150 minerals, and the hatcheries only cost 300. In addition to making these larvae for free, the hatcheries also provide extra supply. So there's really, it's almost more worth it to build more hatcheries rather than trying to inject with your queens. Especially in Zagara's case, because she only has 100 supply. Zagara maxes out at 100 supply, and each queen you make decreases that by 2. So if you have 2 queens in your bases, that's already 4% of your total supply gone. That's not even counting the workers.
Our base. They will regret this.
You are efficient, aren't you? We're separate
Allies trying to take out
parts
this
now.
hybrid as best as he can.
Evaluating pre-launch diagnostics. This will only take
I sent my army to the south. You can see the minimap. My army's moving over here. We're trying to intercept the attack wave.
Mutation complete.
Like so. Oh, nice black hole by my ally. I send my army forward. Oh, oh boy! As you can see, Avenger is really starting to take effect. Because yeah, the more we kill the enemy, the remaining ones, the stronger they get. So my ally is time stop ready? In 10 seconds rather. So I'm maxed out.
This is General Davis reporting in. The Balius is en route.
As Zagara, I don't like to max out until the end. Because, well, every time I use Zagara's army, I fully consume it. I don't really have leftovers, or a lot of them at least. That's why I don't like to max out until the end of the game. I just like to make enough units to clear out the enemy because I know I'll lose all my army and I'll have to remake it. And an advantage of not necessarily maxing out every engagement is that you're more efficient. You use fewer, you lose fewer units. You lose fewer units while taking out all the enemy. So I've cleared out my side of the map. Now it's time to help my ally. Zagara is the stronger commander for this one. As you can see, the reason is because her units are melee. So when they get drawn to the enemy, it just helps them deal damage. For the banelings at least, the Zerglings need to deal multiple attacks, but the banelings just need to, yeah, they just need to explode on the spot. There we go.
Cell ruptured. Open fire on the hybrid.
Here comes the hybrid. Now I send my units to attack it. There we go. I split to the side, or I dodge to the side, so that I won't need to be imprisoned in that stasis thing. Just keep attacking. As you can see, I'm morphing my larva here. Moving back, selecting my hatcheries and selecting the larva, like so. Making more banelings. Trying to finish off the hybrid, and there it is.
We're rid of that alien filth. My commendation, soldiers.
Oh man.
I'll send word.
Forgot to remove the Patreon screen. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else you do, please leave it in a comment. And as you can see in the score screen, I did get double my allies' kills, but it's not because I played really well and my ally didn't. It's because Zagara is really the stronger commander for this one. I don't recommend Vorazun because, well, her primary army units, the Dark Templar and the Corsair, are heavily impacted by Fatal Attraction because they are short-range units and they need to constantly be attacking, and Fatal Attraction prevents them from attacking, which is why I do not recommend Vorazun. Zagara, however, I do recommend Zagara because her primary composition is Zergling Baneling, and the only units affected by Fatal Attraction negatively are Zerglings. Banelings still explode when they deal damage, so it's fine. They only need to deal the damage once, and that's it. Alright, see you.